In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a brand new feature we've just integrated into the Azon Top 100 Analyzer. And this is for version 2.004. So here's what we've done. We've changed the look of it just a little bit for step 1 and step 2. The regular functionality is still there, just like normal. If you want to do the normal point and click, for example, if you just wanted to select your Amazon site.com and you wanted to go through the bestsellers data source, you can come over here and just like before, you can select your main category as well as a subcategory if you'd like. Alternatively, you can search all of the main categories exactly the same as before. Now what we've done based on a lot of members who requested this option, and for the life of me it took me forever to figure out how to do it till recently one of the members actually gave me an idea and I came up with something different. So now what I've done is I've completely supercharged this so that you can actually select any category. And I call it the manual select. You can see over here I added another tab. So if you select this tab over here, you have the ability to manually paste in the category that you want to search. But again, I thought that was still a little bit difficult because you got to go search around Amazon to find those links. So I've made it even easier than that. Now check this out. Let's say we wanted to look at Amazon.com. We wanted to look at the bestsellers. If you click this button here that says categories, what it does, it brings up a built-in web browser. And this built-in web browser uses the Internet Explorer engine. So you have to have the Internet Explorer Microsoft web browser installed on your computer. Now it doesn't have to be your default browser, but it has to be installed. And I believe that all Windows operating systems, I think it comes pre-installed anyway. So unless you've completely uninstalled the web browser from your computer, then you most likely have it installed. So you probably don't have to worry about that. I just want to mention it. So here we are, we're looking at the bestsellers, and let's say we want to dig into a real deep subcategory that isn't available on the quick select. So what you do in this window here is you can see that along the left hand side here you can look at all these are all the categories in the best selling section of Amazon.com. So all you do is say you want to look into the beauty category and you want to dig down a little bit farther, let's say into gift sets, and you want to go, well, you can see actually it only goes down that far. So let's go back another one. Let's say hair care, and we want to go down to, let's say, conditioners, and then hair color, or sorry, we're still in the same category there. I'm just trying to find one where you can dig down really far. Anyhow, this is one level deeper than that was available before. Let's say we wanted to use this one. Down bottom you'll see that this little tool here, the little web browser, gets the web page title, so you can see this is in the Amazon bestsellers best hair color correctors, and this is the category. So all we got to do is hit the OK button, and what it does, it automatically inserts the link for you and grabs the category name. And the last thing you got to do is just hit the start button, and does its magic just like before. But now it's going through this category, which wasn't available in the quick select section. This was a way we had to manually select it. But I tried to make it as easy as possible. Let's go ahead and try another example here. Clear that. You hit the clear button, I'll just clear this out. Hit categories. And let's say, actually, let's clear out everything here. Let's say we want to do Amazon, the UK site, and we didn't want to see bestsellers, but we want to see, let's say, the movers and shakers. Hit that, it'll automatically go to the UK site, right to the movers and shakers section. So let's say we want to do do-it-yourself tools, or no, let's go into electronics. There's no subcategory there. Let's see if we can find one with a subcategory. There's not much for subcategories on the UK site. Anyhow, we click OK, and we can go ahead and click Start. And I'll go in and collect everything from that get the top 100 products from that particular bestseller category. Pretty cool. Let's try one more just to get it going. Let's abort that. Clear this out. Let's go back to Amazon.com bestsellers. I just want to show you one more thing here. Select categories. You'll notice that the OK button actually won't even enable unless you're in a proper page. What I mean by proper page is that this page we're looking at here is not really a valid page that the software can search. As you can see on this page, there's a whole bunch of different stuff. Another example of that is, say you clicked right through to a product page. Now the software doesn't analyze a single product page, it analyzes the top 100. So you can see down here it says not a valid category page, and the OK button won't even enable. So if we just hit the back button up here and we actually go to a category page, like for example, let's say clothing, you will see that after it's finished loading, it will give you the category name and the button will be enabled, so you can actually search the top 100 here. Let's say we want to go a little deeper, go into women's category, and go into sweaters. Let's try pullovers. So you can see you can go as deep as you want. Right to the end, go ahead and click OK. Click Start, and it'll search that very sub category all the way down. And what's cool is after it's done searching here, it grabs the top 100. Now it may not grab 100. It's only going to grab what's available. So if there's only, let's say you're gotten down to a really small micro niche and there's only like a few products there that are even in the top 100, well, it's only going to extract what Amazon gives. So if it's not showing up here, then it's just not available. And another thing I should mention here, got your attention, is some of these categories on here, not all of them will work. So if you get into an obscure category here, like for example like MP3 downloads or something like that, it just may not work because this software is focused on the Amazon affiliate. So it doesn't really make sense as an Amazon affiliate to market downloads, because downloads are like $1, $2 or something like that. You're only going to get like, we're talking 4 cents commission if you promote those. And if you're promoting any traffic you're buying, there's no way that you're buying traffic at less than 2 cents and getting it to convert. So it just makes no sense. Anyways, the software, it may work, it may not. For example, let's go ahead and try it. Let's try and see if we want to download MP3 songs. You see right away there's already some problems going on here, but let's just see if it should work. Let's just clear this out here and click Start. It works, but it'll say some columns are not available. But there may be some categories that completely won't work at all because it's just doesn't actually apply to the software. So that's why it's not showing up. The software's not broken, it just doesn't work because the particular category may not even be useful for. Basically what I'm trying to say is the category is not giving you this information, it's doing something completely different. But anyways, it should work for like, I'm going to guess like 90% of the categories in there. But anyhow, there are like millions of categories. I actually tried designing a tool that will extract all of these different categories. There's actually millions in there, and it's really, really hard. So now the software, instead of going 2 levels deep, now you have access to millions of different categories to extract the top 100 products from each. So now the software is actually supercharged. So that's pretty cool. Let's go in here and show you something else. So you can see I cleared it out. Let's say you want to be comparing category information. So we've got this category loaded up here with this data. Let's say we want to compare that to a completely different category or a similar category, whatever you want, like bedding or something like that. Actually, you know what? Let's try to do this in a sensible way with a good example. So let's go ahead, start over, and let's go to baby. And let's say you want to go into bedding, and you want to compare specifically cradle bedding and crib bedding. So go into cradle bedding, and we'll go ahead and click OK, click Start, and we'll extract out the top 100 from that cradle bedding category. So it's just about done here. All right, now let's bring categories up again. Go back into baby, bedding, and let's say we want to select the crib bedding this time. So let's click OK, and now let's search and extract out the crib bedding. So now what we're doing is we have the top 100 for those 2 categories within our data results here. So now we can do some comparisons. So we can go ahead and look at the ratings, the commissions, and we can see the different categories here. And just like before, we can apply our filters. You know, if you didn't see that, we have another video just down below there on the help page where you can learn how to use the filters. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let's say, for example, on the ratings column, the ratings column, I just want to see all the ratings that are greater than, let's say, 4.5. Oops. 4.5. So let me do that. Go 4. Click OK. So now we have all the ones greater than 4. You can clear out the filters here. So that's basically kind of how you use it. And one last thing, when you bring this up here, you do have the option to, let's say, you know, when you select the data source, it automatically goes to the correct data source. So if I'm going to select, let's say, top rated, click categories, it'll go to the top rated section here. But you know, you don't have to do it that way. You can actually just go in here and select hot new releases right in the little browser and click automotive or whatever. It'll automatically detect what you're doing, and when you click it, it's going to put the right category and all that stuff there. It doesn't actually update over here, but it's still in that category. Another thing you can do as well, let's say you're in here and you just don't want to use this built-in web browser. Let's say for some reason it's not really working for you or something's going wrong. That's totally cool. You can click this little button up top here. It takes you to an external web browser. And you can go to an external web browser and you can browse with your default web browser, any browser you want, and go through all the different categories, and as long as you're on one of these category pages where you see all these numbers and you listed items, it says top rated here, all you have to do is you just grab this link up here, then you can right click and select copy, and then when you're done here, you just inside here just delete that, right click and paste, and once you hit start, it'll actually go analyze the page, automatically update the category name here, and make sure you're down, it's got the correct category. So you can manually put in the links yourself, and if you happen to put in the wrong link, it just won't work. So let's say, for example, in here, like, let's just put up a messed up link here, and you go to hit the button, it says there's an error with the internet connection and it's not going to work. So you have to have the correct link in there, but you can do it manually, or you can just use the built-in web browser. But that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to show you this new step 2 manual select, where you can actually select any category within the top 100 data sources. So when I say data sources, I'm talking about the best sellers, top rated, hot new releases, movers and shakers, most gifted, and most wished for. And for the Amazon, the UK, there's these ones here. So for whatever given data source you want, and literally over 90% of the categories, any category you want, you just plug it in here and the software will do its magic. So now basically Azon Top 100 Analyzer just got like 1,000,000 times better. Hope you like that, and enjoy.